Om Sri Sai Ram. Welcome to Sri Sathya Sai Loka Seva Gurukulam. Today we are going to see part 4 of building blocks of life. As usual, we will start with seeing the home assignment answer. The first question asked was, list out the organelles found in the cytoplasm. Here it is just mentioned the cell organelle, it is not mentioning whether it is plant or animal. So we have to list out all the organelles. So it starts with the cell organelle found in the cytoplasm are endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, lysosome, centrosome, vacuole. All those organelles we have already studied, right? Now we will see the second question answer. Write a short note on centrosome. We already know centrosome is present only in the animal cell, right? So we will see centrosomes are the small body which is lying above the nucleus. It consists of two small granules called as centrioles, which helps in the spindle formation during cell division, which happens only in the animal, right? And the next question is mention the functions of plastid. Plastids are various category. Chloroplast, which is help in photosynthesis. Chromoplast, which provide color to the flowers and fruits. Leucoplast help in the storage of food material. All these things are happening in the photosynthetic organism, especially in the plants. Now we will see the next question. Write the key feature about endoplasmic reticulum. It can be asked any organelle. So as an example, we are seeing here endoplasmic reticulum. We will see what is the answer for that. Endoplasmic reticulum is a irregular shaped structure which is having a double membranous structure in the cytoplasm. Ribosomes may be present on the surface of endoplasmic reticulum, making rough endoplasmic reticulum RER, right? And this endoplasmic reticulum is involving in the protein synthesis. Now we will see the learning objectives of today's chapters. The structure of plant cell, the structure of animal cells, and we are going to see the difference between plant cell and animal cell. These are the things we are going to see today. So first we will see the diagrammatic representation of plant cell and animal cell. You can clearly see the parts are also labeled and it is having a title. So in the questions, if it is asked draw a plant cell without a title, please don't draw anything. Write a title, appropriate title for the diagram which you are going to give. It may be a plant cell or animal cell, write it properly. And all the labeling should be neatly written in either side or in one side of the diagram. So it should also have the same amount of length. Can you able to see everything is falling in the same length? So one should not be long, one should not be short, like that we should not do. Okay, first we will see how in the plant and animal cells it is present. In plant cell we can able to see a definite shape, that is it is a cuboidal structure, so it is a cross section. So we can able to see like a rectangular structure. If it is a growing tissue, then we can able to see the cuboidal, so we can able to see the cross section as squares as well, right? So in plant cell the most prominent structures will be the vacuole. One or two big vacuole will be present inside the plant cell, that we can able to see and it has to be represent. The next one is the nucleus. The nucleus which is mentioned here, right? The nucleus will have a envelope, that is the membrane, that is known as nuclear membrane. Then it is having the small structures, one or two you can draw. These are known as nucleolus. Nucleolus are the controller for the entire nucleus, okay. So these are the structure which is present in the nucleus. Apart from that, what are the things we can expect in a plant cell? it is green in color, right? The leaf tissues are green in color. So, it will have the plastid which is present. So, you can see 1 or 2 chloroplast you can mention. The detailed structure is not given, just you can mention with the different depictions, you can able to tell that these are the chloroplast which is present in the inside the plant cell. Then we will see what are all the other structures present. We can able to see the mitochondria, right? It is present both in plant cell and also in animal cell. So, we can able to see the mitochondria, some 3-4 mitochondria you can draw inside the cell. Then what are all the things we can see? Endoplasmic reticulum, just now we have seen, right? Endoplasmic reticulum, you can draw smooth and also the rough endoplasmic reticulum. It should be adjacent to the nucleus, it will be more appropriate. Then we will have the other things, that is the some of the storage granules which will be present. In plant, the storage granule will be the starch, right? It will convert glucose into starch and it will store in the cytoplasm. So, we can see the starch granules which is present in the plant tissue. So, the entire matrix part, the fluid part of the cell is the cytoplasm part, right? Here this yellow color with the dots, these are the cytoplasm. The dot represent it is having numerous proteins and other minute structures which is present. So, you have to also depict like tiny dots which is present. Since it is a plant cell, we can able to see a cell wall which is present all around. You have to draw a little thick to represent the cell wall, and the plasma membrane is also present, okay. So, these are the structures which is present in the plant cell. Now, we will see in animal cell how it looks. In animal cell, it is ovoidal structure, sometimes it is irregular in shape also. Okay, we will study the structures in later chapters, but you can able to see it is a simple ovoidal structure. The center part is occupied by nucleus. Here the nucleus is much more clearly depicted. So, you can mention this kind of nucleus in plant cell also, no problem. But the nucleus here it is mentioned very clearly. You can able to see the double membranous structure. Can you able to see this? These are the nuclear membrane and it is having tiny pores which is present, right? That is nuclear pore. Then it is having the then we are having the inside of the nucleus, we can able to see some of the nucleolus which is present, and then the chromatin also is present all around. This area is known as nucleoplasm, that is also present. So, you can able to see the nucleus which is clearly mentioned in this diagram. Then what are all the structures we can able to see? It will have mitochondria, right? This mitochondria is also present in scattered way. You can draw some 5-6 mitochondria which is present and label it as mitochondria also. Then apart from that, we can able to see the rough endoplasmic reticulum and also the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, both you can able to see. And you can mention these dots as ribosomes also. Okay, here it is mentioned, right, the ribosomes also. Then cytoplasm, obviously we will be mentioning, right, this light green color structure, this is the cytoplasm and it should have some granules, free ribosomes or the other cellular component or some of the proteins which is present in the cytoplasm. You can depict like a tiny dots. Then it will have a vacuole or it may not have a vacuole, right? So, the vacuole will be very tiny, even if you are not mentioning in animal cell, no problem. But vacuole, if it is present, it should be a very small structure, whereas in plant cell we can able to see the vacuole is so big, right? And we can able to see a very big space it occupies inside the cell. So, here the vacuole may or may not present. Then apart from that, we can able to see some of the Golgi bodies. Golgi bodies 2 or 3 is present and it should have some of the circles. Can you able to see the efferent and then afferent vesicle which is coming, that also you can able to draw in the diagram. Then it is having a centriole present adjacent to the nucleus, right, that we can able to see in the animal cell. So, what are all the organelles we have seen? Vacuole, mitochondria, centriole, cytoplasm, Golgi body, the ribosomes which is attached onto the rough endoplasmic reticulum we have seen, Here they did not mention about the nucleus. You have to label nucleus, nucleolus, nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, all those things also you can mention. And these thread-like structures are nothing but the DNA, that is chromatin, that is present inside the nucleus. This is the pictorial depiction about the plant cell and animal cell. We will move further. Now we will see the difference between plant cell and animal cell. When the difference is written, you mention it in 3 columns like that. In plant cell and animal cell, we are going to differentiate on what feature, what is the characteristic feature it is getting differentiated, that you mention as a first column heading. Then we will proceed further. First we are talking about the size and shape of the cell. Just now we have seen plant cell have a definite shape, right, and it is having a rectangular shape structure, right. It is large in size and rectangular in shape, whereas animal cells are very small in size and they are oval in shape. That is the general characteristic about the plant cell and animal cell in terms of size and shape of the cell. The next is cell wall. Cell wall is made up of cellulose and it is present in plant cell, whereas it is absent in animal cell. Because of that, animal cell won't have a proper shape. It can able to change its shape also, right. And next is the vacuole. Vacuole will be present in the plant cell, right. We have already seen in mature cell, usually a single large central vacuole which is present in the plant cell. Whereas in animal cells, the vacuoles are mostly absent. If present, they are very small in size and it is scattered around. It is not localized in an environment. It will be small or it will be and also it will be scattered around, but it won't be like a big large vacuole as in plant cell. We cannot able to see that. Then the next characteristic feature is Golgi body. How the Golgi body is different in plant cell and animal cell? In plant cell, the Golgi body is diffused and they are called as dictyosome. A new term, dictyosome, is given in the book. Okay, the dictyosomes are the Golgi body present in the plant cell. Then, whereas in animal cell, a well-developed Golgi body which is present near the nucleus. The next characteristic feature is centrosome and centrioles. That is not at all present in the plant cell, and in animal cell it is present. Then the plastid, it is present in the plant cell, it is absent in animal cell. And the storage reserved food material is starch in plant, and it will have some of the oil also getting stored. We can see in potato, starch is getting stored, or any vegetable or food grain, we can able to see the starch is getting stored, right. Oil is stored in oil seeds like groundnut, right, sunflower seed, all those things will have more amount of oil, right. So that is one of the storage characteristic of a particular plant. But in animal, the storage carbohydrate is known as glycogen. Mostly glycogen is stored in the liver tissue of a animal. So these are some of the differences between plant cell and animal cell. Now we will see the review question. Differentiate plant cell from animal cell. It is so general, so it may be asked in more mark question, like a 5 mark question or more than that they can ask, so you can able to answer it as per it is asked. If it is the organelles which is present in plant cell and animal cell, if it is asked, whichever is absent, no need to mention. So read the question properly, what answer you have to give, you can judge over there. Okay, this is all about today's presentation. With that, we are coming to an end of this presentation. Hope you understand everything properly. Do the home assignment and watch the next video. The answer will be described in the next video which you are going to watch. Om Shri Sai Ram.